atiefo yema obi biara akwaba edeba nimde news na yeko ensem nimu a na yeko ensem a enenam enframam about Bawumia ne running mate ena sabre eho ensem ebobo eba na ensem a abeka yensa echese ade a Kennedy mpo edabetu dwa se ade a Bawumia ede sika eba ne mpeso aso se enka ontiasie na on resign on the running mate na we ena Sammy Awuku edebetu dwa se Bawumia mpo no enya de a waka ne running mate mpo eho asem onka ho asem na campus wako Kennedy ena so se on resign intino sabre we ene no kwasema Sammy Awuku edebetu dwenu se Sammy Awuku or one of the campaigners for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wabekle edisansem we atu edwa acheche ensem bebre mu se Bawumia enka ne running mate ho asem efise ewo November 4th yenyantu enwiye entino se obewe ne se won win no onim ena wakwa kochusu running mate enti yenko ne yenkoti Sammy Awuku ebra wodisa ensem we eto edwa.
I can also speak on authority. Say at no point in time have we spoken about running mate matter.
Monka running mate once in there.
At campaign level, whether private or public, whether official or unofficial. So clearly, the issue of running mate. Now, you had money. You had money November 4th. So have you even discussed what money there? You don't know your feet. As the leader of the party and a flag bearer, then the party's constitution said in consultation with the National Council, the candidate, and the council bedroom home, and they make a choice. And even on his own, he may have a preference or he may not. But between the council can reject. And MPB National Council, squad they go on and squad ketwa. I also do know.
Canada Japan say want to be in for in the control.
I'm controlling what?
National Council.
Oh.
And you squad now, Canada.
Seven. Mene Kenny Yaju. Oh, Obiti so Nabo Hackman, also Ajman. With the party Mwache personally contributed his finances. Omo the Aje party, yes, you. Professor Mike Ironkwe, National Council. Oh, former national chairman, to say McMenu, to say Freddie Blay. Oh, former general secretaries. Oh, chairpersons of all the committees of parliament I am penny for Nedano, co-parliament. Apart from parliamentary representation, former national officers.
Into a national council, right?
I'm a national council representing Eastern region.
Okay.
John Boyd was national council by virtue of the fact that you're former general secretary. Your former chairman and former secretaries are automatic members. But from Eastern region, after serving as national organizer, Eastern region nominated me to represent the region or national council. Me offer the Honorable Boacheja, also a national council. Inti akuku damiguo of Akojumpi anymore, more national council.
Can I Japan hobby?
Ken say or a chairperson of a committee.
Yeah, defense and interior.
Yes. So Ken is a member of national council. The last one I call you discuss the petition and aspirants be the buyer. Maybe Lane and Amemete, not maybe Ken. The Honorable Cabinet Japan, Dr. Kofi Kunedu Apreko. And the issues are not the bar National Council, the petition is an issue. National Council dedicated almost an hour and a half to 2 hours brainstorming and taking the various plus and minus. And so,
as I can, because I say, want to me,
all the regional chairmen of our council, all the regional secretaries, our council, and some of the president of the land, our council. President Kufuor is part of council. See, how? I would find it very weird. Just I don't call national council as is expected. Chairman for our voice, almost Kasebi. Sa so na MPs our voice, almost Kasebi. Ye jamu biya national council. And it's represented every region biya our representation. Yeshana issue no you deliberating upon and there's no conclusion. the chairman of the National Council is the national chairman. The idea to a vote. In the decision the National Council took, say if we share, you can say the petitioner's position, say ballot paper and take 5. National Council found that position unconstitutional because some the tutu yen because 2014 yet to the same super delegate ni be. And not sure your constitution will say your ballot paper and so each delegate is entitled to vote once. That's not what constitution. If the person is entitled to vote once, and then you want to take 5. So the chairman for the Constitution and Legal Committee, lawyer Frank Davis, also took turn to explain. Until subsequently, and my man offer, John Abu Alan Martin decided on reasons maybe or my to go independent. On that particular one, as being part of the reason I disagree. Because National Council deliberated upon it, they took the Constitution side by side, the petition. And secondly, they also recalled precedents. So 2014 is year 20. On the second issue of intimidation, Chairman, election being 100% smooth. Nowhere in the world. But where Asamoba, that's why we have structures of the party strong enough to accommodate these concerns. As I said, we disagree with the reasons given, but it's also important that you also respect the Honorable Chairman's decision. You may not be happy with my decision, but you have to respect it. Because or the Niamana
carry 68 years.
Yes, or no be carry Niamano Ashe. And based on that, many advices, any consultation we also have to take a decision. But even post his resignation, I have seen members of parliament and key members they've decided say, okay, yeah, they're not party in yes. Tisa said that the Honorable Chairman, you're part of the party no. And nunti you could do because but say no so one party no one and also on a party no and could be a man. Yeah, they're your son, yes. That is also a decision of Omwa on your pro. You also will have people like who believes okay, decision no, they want to support him to stand by. Then back to me penny Ken. So Niamani be about some of the information and name who provided him. Dr. Bawumia has not commissioned Ubia some Ramekan running mate because on one you didn't money. Oh, 1 November 4th, how do you even talk running mate?
There be
not true.
No more can not catch a memo.
No. Chairman, baby, I go here, do you want to step it down? Who? Start talk some the night preliminary. Say the Bawumia and step it down, I can and step down, Alan and step down. And then I be friend, I'm sure I'm sure it was like years ago. But since the race started, Nipa a Kuku Dam 10 NPP this year, Eko Jina Musomokofa form. Chairman General 10 no back Ukraine will see from till after super delegate. The process itself, no, in a year before. The only person who decided so from the main contest of the 5, and gave reason say he feels say process near the year run off no, only 9 vote. Into 9 run off, and the party National Council, because in between meetings of the National Delegate Conference, the National Council of the party, per the Constitution, is emboldened to take decisions on behalf of conference. No more conference for ratification.
I see most of the rules in the middle of the game.
The rules, these were rules that were made. Rules to govern the process. The regulations are the twapa. If National Council decides, because National Council can also review its own decisions. Same National Council, friends, MMDCs, Awuku position contesting to be members of parliament on our ticket. I just said ABN resigned 2-3 years ago. So same National Council can always review his decision. Why it is a constitutional provision, that means National Council must go to conference or take the decision here for conference to ratify.